the best defense against climate change is a good offense. That's how Clark County, the home of Las Vegas, is playing the game.
Marci Henson, director of the Clark County Department of Environmental Sustainability, joining us now with more on their strategy. Thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate it. And I guess we just want to first kind of talk about climate change and maybe some of the impacts that we've seen from Nevada all the way down to Las Vegas.
Sure. Well, thanks for having me this morning. I really appreciate it. Clark County's been experiencing the impacts of climate change for more than 20 years. And one of the reasons why it was so apparent to us is because we get most of our drinking water from the Colorado River, and the Colorado River Basin has been experiencing drought and impacts of climate change for more than 20 years. So it's just a crucial issue for us and something that we've had our eye on for a long time. And, as we continue to see increasing days of extreme temperatures, and as we see increases in wildfire and their intensity, which impacts our air quality here in Southern Nevada, that can lead to, detrimental health impacts to our residents, but then also threaten our economy here in Southern Nevada.
All right,
so it's something that we've been taking really seriously.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's going to continue to expand as the years go on. Let's go to 2050, 26 years down the line. What does that Super Bowl look like?
Well, if we fumble this, if we fumble this action, it could be pretty grim. We here in Southern Nevada we think we'll experience more than 40 days of more than 115 degrees. Again, that drought will continue to intensify. We will have to take even more extreme water conservation measures, worse wildfires. And even though we'll have less precipitation, our weather will be even more wild than it already is. We've seen what's happening with these atmospheric rivers in California just this last week. It led to a lot of rainfall here in Southern Nevada. You guys have covered that a little bit this morning. And, it'll just exacerbate flash flooding as a result of that. But we're really focused on taking action. Clark County and Las Vegas is a community that likes to reinvent itself. We're very comfortable in that space. And so we know what needs to be done, and we've been working as a community to create an all-in community sustainability and climate action plan. And we're ready to act to prevent the worst impacts from occurring in our community.
I mean, you guys definitely are those that actually step up to the plate. I mean, they've written books on how drastic water cuts that you guys have made and are helping secure that water source, which is great. We've talked about the program where you're getting rid of lawns, right? And kind of going with more of the rockscape to help on the water shortage issue. But can you kind of expand on that and talk a little bit more about some of the other solutions you're putting in place now?
Sure. Well, with regard to water, we are an international leader in water conservation. So we've added more than 745,000 people to our population since the year 2000, and we've reduced per capita water use by 51%. So you've heard similar statistics on the energy front. So again, we're just really hyper-focused on accommodating a growing population, but using less resources. So from a climate perspective, obviously, clean energy is at the top of the list. Our emissions come from mostly energy that's used in buildings. And so while we wait for NV Energy, our partners at the local utility, to continue to increase their renewable energy portfolio and what gets delivered in terms of clean energy to buildings, we can all do our part by using less energy and also save money here in our community. So that's one thing that we're very focused on. We've been leveraging some federal funding to help us plan a building improvement hub that can help our residents learn what improvements they can make at their homes and the buildings that they own, and then also match them to programs, rebates, incentives that can help them pay for those improvements as well. We've done things like prepare our community for the transition to electric vehicles. Our second largest source of greenhouse gas emissions is vehicle emissions. And so, we're preparing for that transition by requiring all new buildings in Clark County to have electric vehicle charging stations.
I mean, as the kids say, you're doing all the things. It would have been easier for you to tell us what you weren't doing, I feel like, because you literally are doing everything sustainable, I think, is possible there. Of course, Vegas and visitors go hand in hand, right? And it's not just for this weekend. A lot of people go out there. So are there ways that the visitors may notice the sustainability or anything they can do while they're visiting?
Sure. Well, it starts at the Harry Reid International Airport. So we actually have one of the most sustainable airports in the country. It's an award-winning sustainability program there at Harry Reid International Airport. And actually, right as people get off the plane, we are drawing their attention to the different conservation efforts and actions that they can take. So we've got advertising actually in the airport, informing visitors to the region about what we're doing and what actions and steps they can do to save energy, conserve water, and just have contribute to a more sustainable economy here in Southern Nevada.
Well, we love it. We love reading the headlines, listening to everything you guys
talking
are doing.
About it, sharing on our show.
Yeah, it's really cool. Marci, Henson, thank you so much for your time and the awareness and what you're doing.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
And happy Super Bowl. We can say that,
man.
right? That's like
that
a greeting that you tell people.
Has changed so much over the last 10 years. Football team, you're getting a baseball team, you have a hockey team, you have an influx of people living there. It's crazy. And it's cool to hear about the water numbers are going down, electricity numbers are going down. It's hard to do.
They are doing really good stuff there, and everyone should be following suit.